All right. Hey, guys. Thanks for jumping on the power planning for Sunday night. I'm Tammy Battaglia. This is the Dream Team. And we just started this a few weeks ago. We get together for about 30 to 40 minutes on Sunday night and we try to plan out our week. And because I am only so full of information, I've asked a new leader to hop on here with me every week to kind of guide us along. So tonight is going to be Lora Wernsman. If you are watching this as a replay or watching this live, please make sure you have your 54321 sheet or your calendar or whatever it is that you use. And you may want a second device. I know sometimes when I'm on these, I use my phone to do some work while we're going through. But basically what Laura's going to do is walk you through just getting your brain thinking about who you need to reach out to this week. What are some different ways you can reach out? And I'm super excited for Laura to do it tonight because we were just talking, I think it was Thursday at our local that we had. She has kind of taken on a new mindset when it comes to the business and getting customers. And so I wanted her to share that with you guys. And then Laura, I didn't ask you this, but you're probably okay with it because you did it at the local a little bit. If you wouldn't mind sharing with them some of your new IAMs, because I think those are, Sandra, can you hear me? Oh, you're getting yourself hooked up. Okay, all right, I thought maybe, I've never done this while we're driving down the road before, so hopefully this is working out okay. All right, so I'm gonna mute myself out, Laura, and then can you unmute yourself? Okay, and if you need anything, just let me know.
I will. All right. Hi, guys. This is Lora Wernsman. It's nice to meet you all. I see some unfamiliar faces on here, which is awesome. All right. I'm going to read a quote first because I think it's very appropriate to what I'm doing tonight. It's by Rachel Hollis. In order to grow and get better, you have to first be willing to not be very good at first and maybe even fail, because that is where the learning takes place. So hello. I'm getting out of my comfort zone big time tonight. And it's like, I can talk to people face to face, but this is like freaking me out, but I'm okay. I'll get talking and I'll be fun because I am a talker. Okay. So the first thing, Tammy's laughing. So the first thing that I want to talk about is, let's do our I ams. So at the top, I'm sure you guys all have this. What I do at the top, that big space, is first of all, I write everything that's going on this week. So, like our Zoom, actually we have a Dream Team Zoom meeting tomorrow night. So I write that down. I write it out in chronological order, Monday morning motivation. I have Lindsay Zoom down. I have Lavelle live down. So I write these all down so I kind of check them off as we go. But then on the other side, I kind of have it spaced off where I write my IAMs. So it's right there at the top. And here are a couple of my IAMs. I know Tammy wants me to read this. So, it's at the top of my notes, and I'll talk about this later when I do my reach outs. But it's actually the first thing I see when I look at this particular note thing. It says, I am a customer signing machine. Everyone wants what I have. Money is no issue. So I read that. I mean, that's like the first thing that I read when I pop open this first little tab on my note thing. But some other IAMs are, I am getting out of my comfort zone. I am not dragging people along. I am an excellent leader and the right people want to be on my team. I am healthy and happy. I am meeting people who want to feel better. So those are my IAMs, and sometimes I add and take things away, but those are kind of my go-to IAMs. So I'm going to is it okay, Tammy? I just set the timer and everyone can start writing those down? Okay. So I'm going to set the timer for 2 minutes to start with. And if we don't get done, you guys can go back and finish it. So I'm actually going to write mine down now.
Hey, while you guys are writing stuff down real quick, I just want to encourage you, even if you have IAMs that you use every single week, rewrite them every single week, say them out loud. And I know we talked about this maybe a couple of weeks ago, but it's a really good idea too, you can put them on like your voice recorder in your phone. And if come Thursday, you're having a really crappy day, you can pull that back up and listen to the determination that you had on Sunday night when you were fresh and ready for the week. So keep that in mind. Even if some of you have IAMs, it's okay to take the time, these 2 minutes that Laura's giving you, take the time and write them back down, because every time you write them down, every time you say them out loud, you're going to reinforce that in your mind. And Laura, Tom was just saying that your opening IAM sounded a lot like a mission statement. So That's how powerful
Oh,
they are. Yeah. Plus,
that's a good thing, right?
I told him right before we got on here. I was like, Laura's going to do great, but she's going to be nervous. That's why I was laughing when you said that.
Okay, our 2 minutes are up, and I'm sure, I mean, I was writing fast, so, and I got mine done, but some of you probably didn't. But I'm just recopying what I already have down, so I knew what I was going to write. Okay, so now I want to talk about, this is something before we talk about our reach outs. I want to talk about our goals for the week because I heard someone else talk about this and I liked it. It's think about something big that you have to work on all week, not just, I mean, like, I don't know, getting up, at 6 o'clock. I mean, that's whatever. I mean, think of something big that you have to work toward each day. So for me, mine are, I mean, these this isn't really a goal because I do it anyway. I mean, exercise 3 times a week, but maybe that's something that for you, that's something you want to work toward. You want to start exercising more, going for walks. Maybe you want to read a motivation book for 15 or 20 minutes daily. Listen to one podcast a day. Maybe you can listen to that while you're getting ready in the morning in the bathroom. One of my favorites is Rachel Hollis. I like her a lot. Um, some new things that I've added to my goals, and actually I met them this week, so which was pretty amazing. I wanted to get 50 new Instagram followers. That's harder than you think. And I actually got 100. So that was pretty amazing. I actually exceeded that. I wanted to get 5 new customer accounts. I actually got 10. I wanted to get 1 new Thriver. I did. I got 1. And I wanted to get 100 new Facebook friends. And I did. I think I got 105. And I actually I'm kind of weird when it comes to this. I actually screenshot usually in the evening what my numbers are on Instagram and Facebook, and then I slide it into a notes section, and I can kind of compare and see what my growth is. Especially on Instagram, you can see how many profile visits you're getting to your Instagram. So when I started working seriously on my Instagram on Wednesday, I mean, just on Wednesday, I was getting 6 visits to my profile on Instagram. Today I looked at it, 712. Crazy. I know. So, I mean, it's like that. This is a whole nother Zoom on how to get followers and unfollow and all that stuff on Instagram. So I'm not even going to go into that. But it definitely takes a little bit of time, but it's not hard. It just takes a little bit of time to hit that follow button. And then to go, and now there's an app that I use to unfollow. So the people that aren't following me back. So think about that. Think about some goals that you want to do. If you want to flip over and just write on the back what your goals are going to be for this week. Obviously, mine are going to be a little bit different. I probably need to up my goals a little bit because I exceeded that. So in 4 days. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes to think about what goals you want to work for, and let's go. time's almost up. Does anyone want to share anything big that they're going to work for this week? Something that I didn't mention? Sandra, are you wanting to talk? I see your mouth moving. Okay, hold on. Oh, how do I unmute you? You have to unmute yourself if you want to talk.
I think I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So I have some pretty big goals. Number one, I want to get to Friday and survive. Because the last few weeks have been crazy. I plan to get my cardio in 2 times this week, and I've slacked off big time. So getting 2 in will be big for me. I've been working on the Instagram thing. Would be curious to pick your brain a little bit. But anyway, I want to add 100 new IG followers, Instagram followers. I want a new order.
Mm-hmm.
I want a new order.
Yeah. Good. Well,
so
talk
that's
about
just a couple.
tips. I promise you'll get one. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I promise you'll know how to do it.
Yeah.
All right. My timer went off, so I'm going to move on. So you guys can finish that up later. Some of those you might need to think about a little bit. So let's talk about our reach outs. Of course, reach outs are first thing we're going to talk about is birthdays. That is a huge reach out for me, and it's really turned into a gold mine for me. So this is where I'm going to focus a lot of my time on. You guys all know how to access your birthdays, right? In your phone or computer, whatever. So what I do is I sit down on Sunday night, and I even did this before we did our planning Zooms, but I always look and write down all the birthdays belated, 1 day late. So I send everyone a day late birthday message. And I usually have quite a few. I have 2,700 Facebook friends right now. So I have quite a few each day. So I usually have between 7 and 10 that I send messages to. So now the Thrivers, obviously I'm not going to do this same thing with them that I'm going to tell you about. But I first of all send them a message, put a message on their wall. And I just say, happy belated birthday, Tammy. I hope you had an awesome day. And I usually put a little balloon there. And I put that on their wall first. I do that with everybody, no matter if they're a Thriver or not, because I want to wish them a happy birthday. And then a few hours later, I don't usually do it right away. And that's just me. I usually wait a little bit so they can see it on their Facebook wall. Then I'll go into their private message. And that's where I usually look at their page first. So I want to know, are they active on Facebook? Did they post something that they, did they do something fun on their birthday? Or, I was going to wish someone a birthday today and her son died. I was like, oh, that doesn't really seem appropriate to even send anything. So I just wished her a birthday on her wall. And I didn't know what to say, private message, because she's not like a friend, she's just a Facebook friend. So you want to look on your wall and make sure you're not just throwing stuff out there and not paying attention to what's going on in their life. So do that. And it doesn't take me that long to go through even 7 to 10. I just scroll down and I glance, see what's going on. So this is what I send in private message. So I say, happy belated birthday, their name. So one of my favorite things to do is send out free Thrive packs to my Facebook birthday friends. I can pop it in the mail today for you. Would you like one? Now, at that point, I've been getting about, less than half of the people will come back and say, sure. So that's when I hop right back in and I say, you are going to love it. Okay, I need to get a little bit more information from you so you know what's coming in your packet. Well, first of all, sometimes they'll say sure and they'll send me their address. So I have their address. But if they don't send me their address, then I have to tweak this next message and say, I need your address. Also need your email. I'm going to send you a short video and your phone number. And at that point, you're going to get, either they send you something right away or they ignore you. Or they'll send you partial. They'll send you the address, but not the email. So there's a lot of follow-up involved. You kind of have to keep track of where you are with some of these people because they don't immediately just give you everything. So that's where you kind of have to pay attention. You have to go back and say, oh gosh, thanks for the information, but I do need your phone number. Is to, so to combat fraud is what I say.
Hey,
so,
Laura, real
yeah.
quick. Well, you just said you have to do like quite a bit of follow-up and keeping track. So can you tell them a little bit how you keep track of stuff?
Yeah. So I have a separate notebook. And as soon as they give me any kind of indication that they're interested by sure, or even if they say thanks to that message, they're going in this book, because that means that they're paying, they read it, so they're going down to my book. And I write the date, and then I write their name. So, like for instance, here's a page from yesterday. I mean, I have her address. I actually have her signed up as a customer. But look, the other people have not responded back. It's blank. But I put them down because I want to follow up with them. And then down here at the bottom, I have her account set up. That was from yesterday. So that's what I do. So now it's all in order, and I can go back and actually say, gosh, that person they gave me their email, but they never gave me the address. So that's where I build my follow-up list. So there's always someone to follow up with, because either one, they keep ignoring you, but hey, they gave me some information and some reason for me that they wanted to know more. So I just keep following up with them. So, and then I usually write notes, like for instance, like I did a poll on my story, and it was about the flat tummy pills balance. And I had several people who wanted to know more. So that's what I just said, tell me more about flat tummy. So I know why they were interested. So, and then I'd say when I sent the message, so I don't have to scroll through Messenger and figure out when or what I said. So, hold on a second. Okay, just make sure somebody wasn't messaging me. So that's how I keep track of it. So that's how I do reach outs with the birthdays by sending the birthday messages, and then I follow up by putting their names once they show any kind of interest in here. And then once they give me their email, then I can set up their account, which means that they are going to get an email with their link that they can click on and watch the short video. So I don't have to even send it through private messenger to them. So then I usually say, you are going to love it. And sometimes I tweak it, this is just kind of a rough copy of what I copy paste. So you should have just received an email from Lavelle. I want you to open that, click on your personal referral link, and watch that video. That will tell you so much about what is coming in your packet. And I add this, after watching the short video, tell me what your health goal is. Because I want to know, why do they want to thrive? So I've been getting a really good response on that. Most of them are saying weight loss. So that's when this is what I say. I say, okay, I'm sending you a taste sample of our 3 steps, but when you decide to order, I'll customize a pack just for you to help you meet your goal that won't break the bank. And this is what I'm going to talk about. This is where my mindset has changed. We are so used to sending or getting everyone on the 3 steps. And believe me, I think that is so super important. I think everyone should be on the 3 steps, but not everyone can afford that. So we need to meet them where they are. So if they just want balance for a bloated belly, let's sell it to them. Let's not withhold something that could get them in the door as a customer of yours, where you could keep following up with them, and you never know where that may lead. A bottle of balance might lead to eventually them ordering, the capsules. Or maybe they'll say, I saved up enough money and I've told a few friends, and now I'm going to thrive and I'll be able to get it for free. Because of course you're going to be telling them they can get it for free. So that's where my mindset has changed, especially with this $25 credit that Lavelle has given this month, is they can start with balance for what, 20, what is it? I don't even know. 40 minus 25, $15. They can get the mask for $5, basically. They can get, what else? There's like so many cheap things that they can buy that are between $5 and $25 that they feel like it's going to help them toward their goal, but maybe it's not all. Yeah, I will, Sonia. I'll put it all in after the Zoom. I will. Yeah, I'll put all my notes in there. So that's where my mindset has changed. I am not adamant on getting people on the 3 steps. And that's why I said I'm sending them a taste sample, but I want to make sure that she will know that I'm going to customize something for her. So I'm just not throwing just this. I want to know what she wants. So now this is where different verbiage will come in. So let me see. So when they're ready to order, when they start asking more questions, you're going to say, I'm going to customize something just for you to help you meet your goals without busting your budget. Go ahead and make a free customer account. And this is like if you're talking to someone brand new. Go ahead and make a free customer account so I can see what discount we can unlock for you. Now, right now it's $25, right? But I mean, in October, it's probably going to be nothing, no credits. But we have credits. We can pay for shipping, or we can do whatever. I mean, it's like, maybe it's like, hey, we can get you the balance for free if you order burn. So this is where you're going to give them choices. So you're going to find out what their health goal is. So say they want to do weight loss. So you're going to say, hey, I've customized a couple packages for you, and I'm going to tell you what I think is going to work best for you. And you're going to give them the good, the better, and the best package. So the best package obviously is going to be 3 steps. So the best is going to be the capsules, the shake, the whatever DFT, probably burn, and maybe throw in balance in there. That's going to be the best. And of course, that's going to be over $200. So, and you're going to tell them that, and then you say, okay, the better is the capsules, the shake, and the burn. And you tell them what that is. And maybe good is going to be balance and burn. That's it. So you're going to say, what sounds best for you? What works best with your budget? And you're going to go from there. So I like that. I like that wording a lot. So let's see. So you're going to find out their health goals. You're going to find out their budget. Then you create the custom combo pack. So, and you always want to have 3 different choices, from the gold standard down to, the minimum of what you think would help. And of course, you're going to follow up with them. You're just not going to say, here you go. You're going to follow up with them, because they might want to, you're going to say, hey, I bet, if we added the capsules in, or the shakes, it's like, it's going to be, each person's going to be different. So say they're saying that they're having, tummy troubles or something. It's like, well, let's add in the shake, because that has the probiotics in there, and maybe that'll help, move things along a little bit better. So you kind of have to slide some of these products into them over the course of a few months. So, but you got to be patient with them, and you got to meet them where they are. So, and of course, you're always going to talk to them about refer to. So make sure they know that. So, that's where my mindset has changed. I am just not dead set on the 3 steps anymore. Even though obviously I think it is the best way to go. But yeah, so that's how I've gotten a customer last week. She just ordered balance. And then the week before I had a couple of people interested in the mask. I need to follow up with them. So that ends September 30th, which is when? Next a week from Monday, a week from tomorrow. So yeah, so I'm just following up the people who showed some interest in my cheaper products, so I can get them as a customer this month, so those $25 don't expire. So so that's it. Then now so that's for reach outs. Now, of course, your other reach outs are going to be people that when you're scrolling through Facebook, you're going to see, as I think Susan or Lindsay talked about, the white flag people, the people who talk about how tired they are, they didn't sleep, they're, grumpy with their kids, you see those, that's 90% of the people on Facebook. So those are going to be people that you're going to write down as people that you want to reach out, maybe not reach out to, but I have a friends list on Facebook that I keep them in, and I click on that and I see what they're talking about, and I start interacting with them on their post. So usually I don't even know these people, so I kind of have to watch them for a while to see what exactly is going on. Maybe they just had a bad day, or maybe it's just their life and they really need Thrive. So so that's what I do there. That's for reach outs. For follow-ups, I already talked about that, because I follow up with all the people who did not complete their request for me to send out a trial pack for them. And of course, I have other follow-ups. Follow-ups with all my customer accounts. That goes back, for me, over 4 years. So it's not like I reach out to all of them all the time. I'm going to reach out to, and sometimes it's just an email letting them know, something new that came out, or, hey, we have a great discount right now. Are Are you interested in learning more? You don't need to spill all the details out. You want to pique their interest. So those are my follow-ups, and I usually do way more than 4. So, but the minimum is 4. So that's that's, if you're doing the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're doing good. Then the lead list, that's kind of where, people, it kind of bleeds together a little bit, because my lead list is people who, have shown it, sometimes that's your follow-up, maybe they've shown an interest in the business side, and you're just like, oh, or maybe you think they would be good at the business. So, or maybe those are going to be your white flag people. So as long, these are all people you're going to reach out to, follow up with. Oh gosh, we only have 10 minutes left. Holy cow. So see, when I start talking, I'm okay. So that's the lead list. And then as far as the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, connecting with your leader. 3, social media. Hello, we've all got that, right? We all post on Facebook and our stories. But the leader, that's like,
real quick, I just want to add, I was listening to a podcast this week in regards to social media, and something that the guy said that stuck with me, that catches me every half hour now, is create before you consume. So create your posts before you're consuming. So anytime I catch myself scrolling, I made a deal. I have to then create a post. And the other thing that this guy said is, and this is big, you guys, that I don't expect everyone to do this, and I'm not doing this either, but anywhere between 2 to 4 social media platforms, you should be doing 50 to 100. It could be stories, it could be posts, whatever it is, but the more content you create, it will find the right people. And so I have definitely been posting more, and you'll be like, you'll see a post like, oh, Tammy must have been scrolling because she just made another post. Yeah. So spread it out between, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you're on, but create before you consume, because people are out there consuming. And if you haven't created something, they're going to consume something else. Does that make sense? Create. Yep. Take it away. Sorry, Laura.
No, I like that. That was awesome. Yeah, that is, I kind of, not that I followed that, but it's like, I know what you mean, because before I make a special post, like my balance post, the flat belly pills, or capsules, I go in and I comment on some people's, I make sure I send out my birthday notices in the private messages. And I've commented on some people's posts. Then that's kind of the opposite though, but I want them to say, who is this girl? It's like, and then they'll click on my name, and it's like, hello, I've got a flat belly pill right there. It's like, what is that? So, it's kind of the opposite, but I kind of have it planned that way. I don't know if that makes sense. So, but then one is connecting with your leader. That could be like right now, we're on the Zoom, we're all connecting together, right? When you, your team meetings, when you're on the phone with your leader or a sideline, that's a leader. When you are in a chat group, talking to potential customers, you're with a leader, you're connecting with a leader. So you just need to do that once a day. And I'm sure most of us do that more than once a day, I'm going to guess, but just once a day is the minimum. So, holy cow, this went by so fast. So, I'm trying to think if I've left anything out. Let me look at my notes. No, that was something extra.
Don't panic. I'm keeping an eye on the time. We have 6 minutes and change left.
Yeah.
So I can guarantee you right now, everybody wants you to talk briefly about how you're getting all your followers. You've already touched on the fact that so we've talked about this a lot in Dream Team before. So for those of you that aren't on Dream Team, and I mean nothing derogatory by this, but we as a company have a lot of what I call gateway drugs. So on the street, that would mean, something little, and you work your way up to the heavy stuff. So basically what Laura is saying is maybe balance is the gateway for them. Maybe protein bars are the gateway for them. So just talk about how you are taking all of those gateways to open the gates. And then maybe tomorrow for our actual team Zoom, I'll have you go into detail for the team.
So, you kind of asked me 2 different questions. So you want to know how I'm getting my followers, but you want to know how I'm using those as gateway?
Well, I feel like you're getting a lot of followers too, because you're doing more of those.
Oh,
for those open posts.
Yeah, I do. I do a lot of stories. A lot of my stories have open-ended questions. I have polls, and they're just not yes or no. They're usually like the free flyer today. I just posted the free weekend flyer. I didn't even post the code. I put it on my story, and then my poll was, do you want do you want the promo code or something? And my yes, no answer was, yeah, I love free. No, I don't like free. I mean, it was like, I didn't say yes, no. I mean, I did something silly. So, so that's, I mean, I do a lot of polls. I do a lot of, I do a lot of gifts, you know, so people, it catches their eye. I do a lot of, you know, I mean, my story, right. Or I even put on Instagram, it's my face with the mask on. So, I mean, it's like, I'm not shy when it comes to stuff like that. I'm just going to throw myself out there. So, I mean, either people are going to like it or they're going to just scroll by and think that girl's crazy. I don't care. I don't care what they think. So, that's, you kind of get past that point when you've started accepting people to Facebook and Instagram that you don't know. You realize that the majority of the people that are out there don't even know who I am. So I need to present myself in a way that is authentic to me and presents a way to help them. So that's what I think about all the time. Every single post needs to be something of value, something that they want to come back and see. Well, I wonder what's going on with their caterpillars, because I'm a big caterpillar and butterfly girl now. So, you know, I want something that's going to keep them interested in wanting to know what's going on next, or something that is going to help them in their life. You know, they're not sleeping good. You know, it's like, she slept good again? What is she doing? You know, how come her pups wake her up, but she still says she feels great? So I always try to be cognizant of that. And of course, my stories, I mean, I never let my stories expire, which means I usually put a story in morning and then at night. So I always have at least one story in the loop on both Facebook and Instagram. I try to comment on stories that I see. I want to make sure it's not like a paparazzi girl, because I don't need her messaging me. So, you know, I kind of pay attention to who I'm messaging. I just want to message normal people. So, you know, it's usually about their kids, or, you know, for a while there was a girl and I messaging back and forth about her watermelons.
But real quick, I want to point out something that you just said, and I hope everybody heard this. She doesn't want to message the paparazzi girl because she doesn't need that. So when they get on your Facebook or your Instagram, if you're the Thrive girl, if you are just blatantly like, oh, that's all she does, think what Lora just said. And you all laugh because you're all like, yeah, I don't want that paparazzi stuff either, right? It's okay to be a thriver, but you got to be other things in life, and you got to let people know that you are more than a thriver if you want to start making connections. So just, that was a little tidbit I want to make sure you guys all heard.
Yeah. Yep. And that it's nothing against paparazzi. That was just because I have a lot of paparazzi people on Instagram and Facebook right now. And you know what? I mean, that's obviously not a health and wellness product. So hello, we've got something they might need. So I want to be their friend. I want to show value in what I'm putting out there. I just don't want jewelry. So, but anyway, where are we going with this? As far as,
we're down to 2 minutes. So basically what I'm going to say, I'm going to put you on the spot and say that tomorrow night for our weekly Zoom that we do on Dream Team, I'm going to have you dive into how you're getting more followers on Instagram and Facebook.
That's going to take longer than 2 minutes.
More than 2 minutes. So real quick, if anybody has a question for Lora, wave your hand. If you have something you want to add, something that I don't know, give somebody a shout out. What happened good for you this week? We got 1:55. And you know, we ride these Zooms till they cut us off. We're not afraid of that. We'll let the screen go black. Nope, nothing good happened for anybody this week. That's a damn shame.
Aw.
Nobody wants to shout anybody out.
I got 2 new customers.
Sweet. Who's saying this? Lindsay?
Lindsay.
Nice.
And
girl.
I did that Laura's doing. I am sticking with just, if somebody wants shakes, the charcoal mask has been huge because people can literally get it for $13 with shipping and tax. And I've also really made it, I've focused on moms with that charcoal mask, and I'm sending them messages saying, you and your daughter are going to love this.
Nice.
And one of the girls, I can screenshot it so that y'all don't think I'm lying, but she's like, when you said my daughter, I was sold. So smarter, not harder, y'all.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to just give a big giant thank you to Lora for being on here tonight and doing this, because I know it wasn't in your comfort zone, but I know once you get rolling, you're
I'm good.
Perfect.
Yep.
And you did so good. I'm going to have you on the regular Zoom tomorrow night too. So sorry.
Okay.
All right. Thanks guys. I will post this as soon as I get it uploaded. Bye.
Bye guys. Thank you.